Hi. Ta-da.
Posh.
That's all I got. That's it. That's all I got.
There we go. You got that, Mark?
We did it. Yay. Yeah, so I got a normal phone, I got a work phone, and then I got a computer. And all of them had the same time. But I thought my computer clock was fast. And I was going by my nightstand clock, and that was slow today by like 3 minutes. So
Yay.
it's the clock's fault. It's not my fault. It's never my fault. Believe all women. It's not my fault. I promise. Gary late. It's so mean. I can't. Gary late. No. A real, true Gary late is like 10 to 15 minutes in. Like if he was your teacher, you would be packing your bags up to leave class. That's Gary late. And he comes in right at the last second, and you're like, maybe not. And that's Gary late. It's plus 10 to 15 minutes of normal time.
Well, there was one a couple weeks ago where he was like 45 minutes late. It's like all the rest of the guests, that are normally on Friday Night Tights, they were all in the chat. It's like, where is he?
Gary got lost. He's an old wizard, He got a little lost. He couldn't find his way. Lost his wand, his staff. He doesn't know. Forgot the grimoire at home. He's just, fashionably delayed. Yes.
Yes, I like that. Fashionably delayed.
Yes. It's much better than my actual clock story, which is really what happened. We did this on purpose.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's been a hot minute. When was the last time we did I'm actually going to look it up. When was the last time we covered this? Because there was part 1 and 2. Mm-hmm. And then we had the side story part, technically part 3.
Yeah.
This is part 4. And part 4 is actually, this is the craziest anime arc you've ever seen. So you had normal arc 1, normal arc 2, and then you have side story arc that's kind of filler, but not really. And then you have this one, which then separates.
This is an M. Night Shyamalan twist.
Yeah, it separates the characters in 2, and now there's 2 storylines. You're like, what is happening?
Dun dun dun.
Old Gary is in here.
You're welcome.
How do I put this? Old. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Let's
Solid. Experienced.
Yes.
We'll go with that.
Because all I'm seeing here is medieval, ancient, prehistoric. Dilapidated. trying to find a synonym for old, and I don't think it's helping.
Did you just go to thesaurus.com or something?
Doddering.
Doddering. Well, is it
moth eaten? Vintage. There we go. That's the word I was.
Vintage. That's a good one.
You're vintage. Yeah, you're the vintage wizard.
Yeah. And as I understand it, Gary owned a comic book shop for 120 years, right?
Oh, he owned a comic book shop? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no.
No. Well, instead of subbing to me, do sub to Mark. We are trying to get him as far away from the number 0 as possible.
Yes.
We are doing an excellent job.
Yes.
Great God. Yes. Ha. Yes. There we go. This is, I'm gonna move on. I think I've really.
Yeah.
What? You don't have any authority over that, Mark. There's no authority. You ass. Oh my god. I love it. I love that y'all. It's Josh, Mark, and Chris are all like memeing in the chat. I love it. It's wonderful. Well, hello to y'all, and yeah. Da-da-da.
Yeah, we have an article to go over.
Oh my god!
And this is the first time we've gone over one of the Whisper Network articles since the new format of the show.
Yeah, I forgot. That's what I was looking up. I got distracted because I dug myself into a hole and I tried to get out of it. I don't think I succeeded.
Solid.
When was the last time we covered that? Oh, this was before I even covered the this 5 months ago was the last time we covered it. Specifically, October 3rd. Holy hell.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a while ago now.
Yeah. It's been a while since they all seasoned.
And was us going over the Whisper Network the first time we were Longman?
I don't remember. What is Longman technically? What is that? What is the?
Not Shortman.
I don't. That's not an answering question. Because my first stream ever was 3 hours and 20 minutes long. Yeah, 3 hours 20 minutes, and I don't count the evenings at the Eris that I did for a little bit because those were supposed to be about an hour. So 3 hours 20, 3 hours 46, 3:14, 2.5, and 2 hours. 2 hours 12, 2:33. That was about 2 hours. I think. Okay, so I guess if you really want to. Oh, yeah. So our first Whisper Network was.
That was the previous record, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the previous record. It was 537. That was the first Whisper Network.
Yay!
Yay! Da, da, da. We're not going for another. We're not going for another record. I got things to do today. No. His first. Oh my god. Hold on. No. StreamYard's update so I can show the comment. There we go. My first live stream by myself, 1 minute and 10 seconds.
No, that's a short one.
That's a short one. No, he was on. No, technically, he was on the record stream. You can say you're a longman. You did the record stream. He had an anniversary ism or something, right? Am I remembering that correctly? Josh. Josh. Can y'all hear me? Am I? Did my internet go out and I just don't know it yet? I don't hear you, Josh. 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 Oh my god. Okay. Okay, it was Josh. Josh, come back. No. We lost the long fox. Oh my god. We lost him. The longest 20. Oh, yeah, you did 24 hours. I forgot that. Some of that was being written. What? You were reading one mark? What the hell? Oh my god. And I can bring the article up. Do. Oh wait, actually, I'm gonna wait because it's a review. We don't talk about that. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I didn't know we didn't talk about that. I don't know why I'm whispering. This doesn't make any difference. No, Josh. We have lost Josh. I don't know what to do when I stream by myself anymore. You know what? I guess I could bring up the article. I'll bring up the article. That's what I'll do. I was debating. I shall do it now. Ta-da! Dun dun dun! Yes. Not only is there's not just one blacklist anymore. There's two. Oh my god. There's two. Which is crazy. Like, why wouldn't you just like? It's a weird concept. Like, why would you have two blacklists? Why wouldn't you just have a single blacklist? Like, is there two different genres of blacklist? Is there two different levels of blacklist here? Why are there two blacklists? And I love this idea that there's like that anyone would think that there's a laminated paper with the word blacklist at the top. That what? This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. Rescue your cat. No, my cat. It's all right. I'm just gonna go ahead and start on the article until he comes back. That's ridiculous. No credible source. No, like that doesn't. And I don't know about y'all. Have y'all noticed that there's like an absurd amount of advertisement going for StreamYard? That's all the YouTube ads I get now are just like exclusively StreamYard. And every single time that I get on a website, it shows me StreamYard. It's like, I already have you. You don't need to advertise it. I can't have you more StreamYard. I already have you. So, oh my god. More than one black... Yeah, it makes no sense. I have no idea why there's more than one. Because why would you have... Wouldn't it... Doesn't that just make it unnecessarily more confusing to have more than one blacklist? This is why you, like, color coordinate. Like, okay. So, the people's names in red are, like, the really awful people. And then, like, you know, orange, yellow, green, blue, whatever. Yeah, it's better with each one. Maybe there's like a strike system. I don't know. Second one comes with contract changes. Contract changes? They might be including manga on the subreddit. That would make sense. Where they've been busy trying to edit, condemn. Yeah, the Japanese won't have any of that. The Japanese are just like, nah. The Japanese don't want anything to do with the nonsense that's happening in the Western world at the moment. They don't care. They won't kneel to the Americans. Oh no. I guess the people that are trying to get them to kneel just don't understand Japanese culture in any way, shape, or form. They just don't or understand the Japanese people. Just like, they're not. You will never, ever get them to kneel like that. Oh my god. Hello?
Oh, hello.
Hi. I was trying to do this on my own, and I forgot how to do that. A good 2 minutes.
My internet router decided to... I'm going to take a break. Hope that's okay.
It's nap time.
I had to completely reboot it. Sorry about that.
Sorry, I was talking about how the Japanese... that it's hilarious that these people in the United States... the United States comic book industry think that they, in any way, shape, or form, will get the Japanese to cater to what they want.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. And also, why would the Japanese do that anyway? So that's just like a cultural aspect. On the business side, why would they do that? Because the comic book industry dying in America, or the mainstream comic book industry, obviously the independent creators have been doing extraordinarily well.
They've been doing great.
Yeah, exactly. And the mainstream comic book industry failure has led to more than at any point in history, more people reading manga and watching anime. Like more people are getting into that because they want that format. And
because they're still fun.
Yeah, Japanese is just a comic book, but in like their format. So, I think Heaven's Josh is back. I mean, yay, the cat. Thanks, Chris.
Wow.
Thanks, guys. You're so mean to me. As the article is listing contract changes, that's nothing new. We've seen that over the past few years. They're hiring the Tumblr crowd to write and draw. No, that's been clear to me for a while now.
Yeah.
I used to have a Tumblr. In fact, I might still technically have a Tumblr, and just not. I think I deleted the app. I don't know if I actually deleted the account. I couldn't figure out how to delete my account. I think that's what happened. And yeah, it was bad. It wasn't that bad for a little while, and then after, like, when 2016 hit, it's just like it got to the point that it was almost unusable. You know, you try to follow people that are you're funny, but then like all of a sudden politics comes up, and you're just like, oh, okay, can we just take a breath? It's okay, I promise. You're gonna live. It's gonna be fine.
It's not very posh.
Oh my god, posh. Very posh. There you go, Mark. Hopefully that'll win him back. So yeah, apparently there are now two, which we already went over, but there's two blacklists, which is absurd. I just said that, you know, they need to color coordinate their original blacklist so that like every indiscretion, what is it? So every time they get like a strike, they like go a deeper shade of like, you know, oh, blue is like they said a thing that could be, you know, they did a meme, bad meme, or, you know, they said a woman was hot, so oh my god. And then you have like green.
How dare people have sexual attraction towards another human being?
Not allowed. Green.
No, it's apparently just wrong now.
Yeah, so you have like green, yellow, orange, red, and then possibly dark red. And then like the black is like to never be seen again in the comic book industry. So like I just suggested that they do a color coordinated thing, but no, they have two now. Which again, this is not going to be confusing. What is it? Like what separates them? And I scroll down, and the second one comes with contract changes. But I don't. But what does that mean? What does that mean?
Oh, so that's right. You have not read this article, right?
No, this is my first take on it. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. This
is juicy stuff.
Excellent. I love tea. I want some tea. That's what I want. There is, however, an informal list circulating among Whisper networks. We covered that one before. There's actually a second one. Oh my god. Second one. And I also commented on the fact that I see StreamYard ads everywhere, and they're like following me around, and I already like bought their year subscription. So it's not like I can have more StreamYard. Like, I don't use the free one. If I use the free one, this golden apple up here would be a duck.
Yeah, it'd be the duck with the headphones, right?
Yeah. So, like, I've already got their thing. I don't know why they keep thinking that I need more of them. I don't need more. I already have it. Okay. Back in 2016, oh my god, the dreaded year of 2016. The blacklist was relatively...
2016 is the year that women came into existence, right? There were no women in the world before 2016.
Yes.
Remember, so like all your memories you have prior to that don't exist.
Yeah.
Proven fact.
Exactly. Yep. As the country divided, comic book creator took their battles. That's so sad. It's so sad that like politics divided this country. Like a single election divided this country to such an extent that I think it's just sad. It's happened.
That 5 years later, we're still dealing with it.
Yeah, we still haven't gotten over it, and I don't think they will for a while.
No.
The country divided, it became clear that one side had to go. Or we just get along and have
like it used to be.
humane.
Like, okay, we disagree on this topic. Let's move on with our lives and still be friends.
I've never met anyone that entirely agrees with me, and I think it'd be really lame if everyone always agreed with me.
Mm-hmm.
It's difficult to accept sometimes that if you're wrong, but at the same time, wouldn't it? Like, have you ever known anyone to be extremely successful after years of people kissing their ass, and they're always successful after that? Or do they start to decline after they just surround themselves with people who kiss their ass and prop them up as the greatest thing ever? Because you're not getting criticized. You're only getting good feedback back, and you need that negative criticism. You need it.
It's like if everyone's always telling you, everything you do is great and wonderful, then you can't grow because you're not getting feedback or actual feedback and growing as an artist. You cannot grow without criticism.
Exactly. What do you mean?
Good job, Eris. She canceled herself. She canceled herself. I hope she comes back. There you go.
What? I clicked on his comment and it nuked me off the planet. I clicked on his comment and I got like an error 404. I had to refresh the stream.
Okay.
Oh my god, did he delete the comment? Is that what happened? He did. He deleted the comment and it killed my stream. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I must have clicked it. I clicked it the second he deleted it. And like it literally kicked me out.
I mean, but the comments but even deleted comments stay up on StreamYard.
Yeah, no, but it only stays up until you refresh it, but you don't actually refresh it while you're streaming. True. So it always stays. Yeah, I'm glad Mark said it didn't get kicked. Yeah, it just punched me off the planet. Oh my god. Chris, you punched me off the planet. Oh my god. How did you? All right. Don't ever underestimate Chris. He, number one, has the ability to kick me out of my own stream from the comments.
Wow, Captain, you're really getting into that Gary person very well.
Yeah.
How many times has he kicked himself?
Yeah, I throw myself out all the time. Oh, hey, Quentin. How's it going?
Hello.
Power of neurotics. Thank you. How did that work? I be deleting something. I don't know how. It just killed me.
Hashtag Santa is watching.
Good. Number one. That's hilarious. Oh my god.
Anyway,
common scene already being heavily left-leaning industry, it was an easy choice, so the conservative black host took shape. And the names were continually added. I don't think, and it's not, okay, so that's...
this picture.
Oh, yay! Hey, guys, just stare at that for a little while.
I only know who two of them are. Oh, wait. I think the one with the glasses, like, directly above Heather Antos. Well, yeah. The one, like, in like, the upper center.
Above the redheads?
Yeah, I believe that is, Alex DeCampi.
Okay.
The woman up front is Heather Antos, and the black lady on the right is Vida Ayala. I don't know who anyone else is.
Okay, I don't know. The woman on the far left reminds me of a chick that used to be on what was it called? College Humor. You know what I mean? Anybody else watch that for a little while?
A
It's
little
a
bit.
blonde chick. A blonde chick in College Humor.
A little.
I think her character was her character addicted to cocaine, or was it the other one? I don't remember. There was one character that was. Yeah, anyway, moving on. Kiss, get ready to wait. Chris, get ready to pop my next. What does that mean? Is that Mags on the left? I don't know.
Is it?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't care.
Anyway, yeah, it doesn't really matter.
This is the comic book Mean Girl crew, basically.
Excellent. Except they missed the one of the parts of being a mean girl was you're good looking. I think they missed that part of it. Let's be honest, Heather Antos is the best looking one.
She is.
Yeah, that's not saying a whole lot because like it doesn't matter how good you look if you have a shit personality. Like yeah.
Oh, that video she did where she was like in a unicorn onesie, trying to promote Valiant's book line, and it sounded like she was completely unfamiliar with the comics that she's the head editor of, is just embarrassing.
Yeah, the whole point of an editor is that they go over everything and edit it. So, like, imagine promoting a book and you are the editor of the book, but you haven't read the book.
Mm-hmm.
Are you really the editor if you haven't actually, like, read the material yet? So, all these... Oh, my God. Get ready to pop. I know what he meant. They're just bitter, angry women for the most part, you know. That's just, and it's sad, but that's how it is. It's the Bowling for Soup song, right? High school never ends.
Yeah.
Anyway, my original point was like, okay, so conservative, it doesn't, you don't even need to be a conservative to them. You just need to be right of wherever they are on the political spectrum.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Because like you can be, if you are not 100% in agreement with them, then you are conservative.
Yeah.
So therefore you're evil and wrong.
So yeah, can you imagine? Like, so I guess their ideal romantic partner is somebody who just lives on their knees and like just does whatever they say.
Basically.
And agrees with them. Which I guarantee you, if they actually got a guy or a woman like that, they would get bored of them and dump them within a few months.
Yeah, simping doesn't work.
Yeah, but that's what they want, and at the exact same time, the opposite of what they want. Isn't it sad? Because if they actually admitted what they wanted, it completely destroys everything that they're going for. So, nice, dude.
Those are nice finds, man.
Nice. Oh, all right. Enough of staring at them. Hedging on the comic book left. The far comic book love, which then evolved to the extreme comic book love, came with unforeseen consequences. Well, see, when you hire based on somebody's... Okay, stop it. I really don't want to see a Kardashian. So when you hire somebody just because they agree with everything that you also believe in, and when I mean that, I mean politically. I don't mean like, yeah, you also think killing people's bad? Excellent, you're hired. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of a universal thing that people agree with. But when you hire people based on that and not merit, like...
Merit? What's that?
I know.
Is this merit thing you speak of?
Yeah, I'm 1,000% for people that work hard to get where they are, or they use their talents, whether, it's that talents through hard work or naturally acquired talent, that they blossom into, use their potential and they blossom into this like amazing person that works, like I said, works hard and is passionate about what they're doing. And want to see everything succeed, and it just, when you hire someone with merit, you're gonna get the best of the best. When you hire for someone on whatever political spectrum and political side that you are, that you cut out any potential really good artists or employees that could have been found on the other side for no reason other than you don't have the ability to handle their opinion, which most of the time in a workplace environment, people don't bring that up anyway. Normal people don't bring that kind of stuff up.
Right.
You know, it's like people don't usually bring up their religion unless it's a religious holiday. People don't usually bring up, you know, it's like people don't bring
Hi,
up.
this is my gay brother.
Yeah.
Who introduces someone like that?
I'm not kidding.
This is
I
my
actually
brother.
watched a movie where they introduced, I'm not kidding, literally that line. They were standing in line, I think at an airport, and one of the main characters introduces the main character to her brother as saying, "This is my gay brother," blah blah blah, whatever his name was. I'm not kidding. I watched a movie that did that.
That's not. No one talks like that.
No one introduces anyone by putting what their race, religion, sexual orientation. Nobody does that. Nobody says like what their pronouns are. Like no one does that normally. That's not a normal human conversation. You know what a normal human conversation is? Go to any coffee shop and stand in line and try to strike up a conversation.
That involves going out and being with people. I'm against that.
I'm
an introvert. Why would I want to strike up a conversation with people?
Or I'm just saying, or be or on a bus or something. You know, it's just like, and most of the time, even then, people, there's not in places like comic book, like work environments. I don't imagine that the extrovert ratio and the introvert ratio are anywhere close to each other. I'm pretty sure there's going to be more introverts than there are extroverts in a comic book.
Probably, yes.
Yeah,
I would imagine
it's
so.
just, yeah. That's me also.
The hobby's a bit more geared for introverts because you're just getting a little floppy that has a story in it and that you read by yourself.
Yeah, it's like nerd culture is by and large a more introverted culture. There are some extroverts
because you guys were gatekeeping.
No, and I have no problem. I don't think, is there anyone out there that has a problem with a woman making a comic book or having an idea in the comic? No,
no
one cares. Not
but
really.
if you put your idea out there and it's dumb, it's gonna get criticized.
Yeah,
and that's regardless of who came up with it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter the gender of who came up with it.
You know, I mean,
just
as much as I criticize, some of the Tumblr art that we see now, I'm also just as hard on some of Rob Liefeld's artwork that's been terrible over the years.
Oh, I can't tell you. I don't know why Pablo Picasso is considered a master of art. I'm blown away by it. It's like, why? Why is this dude famous? I just don't get it. You know, it just doesn't make sense at all to me. And I've studied art. I just don't get it. I've never gotten it. I just, for the most part, I don't understand performance art. I don't get that. I don't get it either. And I would try to give my criticism on it best I could. I don't understand a lot of it. And especially don't get me started on modern art. Broken glasses in the corner of a room. It's not an art piece. Stop. No. It doesn't make sense to me as being considered under the category of art. And I think it's bad. I think it's not good. Now, that being said, someone could convince me it's good if they explained it in a way that made sense to me, right? So, but if you're in like a comic book industry, even then, it's like, okay, some artists I'm not a big fan of, but like Mob Psycho 100, right? I hate the artwork in there, but I have heard the story and animation is phenomenal. But I can't get past the artwork being that bad, and I have a hard time trying to watch it. If the artwork is bad, in my opinion, it's hard. You can't quite get past even if you had a good story. So again, don't hire people on your political spectrum because you might draw people away. Just saying. If it's bad, it's bad. You can get better if you get if you're open to criticism, you can get better at it.
Get good.
GG. GG.
Can you X that out?
We did it.
Oh, that works too.
All right. Black Earth expands. By 2018, no more gross right-leaning garbage. Okay, hold on. No more gross right-leaning garbage people were allowed to have a job in the industry. If they slipped through, then they certainly weren't permitted to have any mainstream coverage. That's stupid.
I mean, 2018. That's what isn't that when EVS left DC?
Yes, I'm pretty sure. Around this time, Zoe Quinn was leading the Vertigo reboot. Heather Antos was at Marvel Comics. Yeah,
that went well.
It went so well that they don't exist anymore.
Yeah, Zoe Quinn leading Vertigo. Vertigo had to shut down. Heather Antos no longer at Marvel because their comics were just plummeting. Their sales are just awful.
Yes, Chuck Wendig was writing Star Wars novels and using the brand to bolster his political base. That's what they were all doing. And more social justice warrior types were flooding the industry who were light on writing experience, but heavy. No, they were, okay, this is not, no. Don't just say light on writing experience. It's light on talent. It doesn't matter how much writing experience you have if you have raw, natural talent for the art. Right? There are people out there that can do that. It's not so much the experience, it's how talented are you? How good are you at this thing? You know, that's why it's like experience, time, how much time it took for you to get somewhere doesn't matter. It matters on how good you are at that, right?
Right.
So I would disagree on the wording here. But I do agree on the heavy on activism.
But heavy on activism, yes.
Yeah, when you don't have talent, but you're an activist, it's like,
and not just an activist, stupid activists.
And an activist.
Oh dear God.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Hold on a second.
Is that Chuck Wendig?
If it's Sunshine of Rainbows for the extreme comic book left, they seemingly won. Did they? You know what I mean? It's like when you win a broken down, like in ruins castle that's on fire and smells like dog shit and has like corpses lying around. Did you win? Like, that's your prize. Did you really win at the end of the day? I mean, even you drove everyone else off. You destroyed the castle. It's now in ruin, but you won that land, right? You won that space. But did you really win? Because that's all that's left of that space. So, like,
yeah, I mean, was it there was an example of like Silver Sable. Back in the early 90s, a Silver Sable comic sold 600,000 copies. And it was deemed a failure because it was not meeting industry standards and was canceled. If a book hit that level now, it would easily be one of the highest selling books of the month.
Yeah. Exactly. I don't know where do I even go?
That's how much the comic book industry has fallen off.
I'm trying to see if I can find.
Looking it up here. Oh, I'm sorry. It was 100,000 copies, not 600,000. I don't know where I got that number.
I don't know, just adding the 6 in there. Oh.
Point is, huge number, and it was deemed a failure.
That's
where it was back in the early 90s.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna stop sharing. So I don't know how accurate this is. I found this.
Oh, no.
This is from January of 2020. Okay.
Okay. And that is you said this is January?
January of 2020, the month of January 2020, yes.
Okay, yeah. Look at that.
That's what I'm
Only
talking
2
about.
comics broke 100,000.
Wonder Woman and Thor. Star Wars couldn't break 100,000. Batman couldn't break.
X-Men.
Spider-Man.
They could not break. Look at this.
Guardians of the Galaxy, which used to be like a very small, very unknown comic book, is beating Spider-Man. And look, issue 1s have a tendency, especially like for collectors, to have a lot more sales attached to them.
Right, because you got the curiosity factor. Okay, what's this book going to be like? And then as the series goes on, you'll have people who drop off because like, this isn't. I'm not digging the story, and then they'll leave it for a while.
And look, 1s. So these 2 are 1s. $750, which is about the price of these 2 put together, did better. And that's the artwork, by the way, right here. This is the artwork for that.
That's your cover?
You see that?
Yeah.
No, I don't want to go to eBay. Buy it, thank you, though.
But yeah, I mean, scroll down. Look at that. Spider-Man couldn't even break 60K.
Yeah.
Spider-Man. This is where the comic book industry is.
So. Yeah.
And then you have.
Give me one. I'm gonna mute myself. Give me 1 second. Just marvel at this.
Okay. Ooh, I'm marveling.
Not actually, but just.
Oh. But then we see people in like Comicsgate, like Ethan Van Sciver, for example. He just bought a warehouse to house the demand for all his books because he's becoming a publisher in his own right. He's doing Star Blades. He's doing what is the Snowman comic? I forget what it's called. Obviously, the Cyber Frog stuff. He is building his own brand and his own publishing company, and it's been so successful through crowdfunding that he has had to buy his own warehouse. It's growing. People are interested in these stories. They are interested in the good art with interesting characters and just having fun. Then you also got to look at manga. Manga sales in the West are skyrocketing. Why? Because it's the same thing. It's not that people are leaving the hobby of reading illustrated artworks for a story. They are leaving the terrible art, the terrible stories, the betrayal of how characters have traditionally been depicted of these classic characters in comic books. Hello.
Hello. Other humans. Oh my goodness. But yeah, so Wonder Woman, Thor, Star Wars, X-Men, 2 X-Men, 4 and 5. So. Batman, Amazing Spider-Man. I don't even know what Star is. Curse of the White Knight. Sorry. What a name. Just like...
Oh, go back up to number 10. Okay, I was wondering if like all right, so it's not until the 18th comic where they don't even break the 50,000 mark.
Yep.
And these are sales to the stores, remember, not the people.
I'm pretty sure you don't see Diamond. If you don't see a book, Diamond release, no data. Yeah, so this is.
Yeah, and that's going to have to change real soon because DC has since left Diamond and Marvel has ended their exclusive contract with Diamond.
Yeah.
So they're going to have to figure out a whole new way to tabulate these numbers.
Look at this. Relaunches and took second, third place. So these two are, these are relaunches.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, they rebooted the franchise again, or they think the boot.
Yay. Meanwhile, the Boom Studios did Berserker with Keanu Reeves. When I went to go get my copy of it, my comic book store was sold out. Completely sold out. Because they took an awesome idea with Keanu Reeves behind it and people wanted it. Because of course they would. Who wouldn't want an awesome action comic with Keanu Reeves?
Let's see. Okay, so this next one that I'm about to show is the combined projected rankings and relative sale numbers ordered. Okay, so this should be year-end 2020. So this should be...
I understand that, Chris Persia. Sales to comics to stores is all the mainstream comic book publishers care about. They've long since caring if the comic book stores could sell them. I completely agree, and that's one of the problems. However, if the local comic book stores start to wise up and say, "I'm not buying these books," they will have no choice but to make a difference about it.
So, from what I've gathered, so this is 2020 comic book sales to comic shops. I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's see. Projected rankings for comics sold by them through March 31st. So this seems to be... They don't have any other data other than this. This is the only data they have for 2020.
Neat.
So, look at that. Isn't it great?
Yay.
Yay. Anyway, moving on. Just a one of those little... So like I said, did they win? Did they? Have they gotten everything they wanted? Full infestation of popular cultures. Look at that. I don't have anything to say about that. Stop it. What did Gary try to do? Which is what Gary tried to do when he still ran his comic book shop, but they ignored him. Now we have... Yeah, he did. Mm-hmm. I remember him screaming about that. Yeah, I remember that. His comments, they'll never admit that. They will... Those companies will die before they admit that. Yep. There are people out there and companies out there that will go bankrupt and completely destroy themselves rather than admit that they were wrong. These SJWs seem to have a lot of pride and absolutely no pride. Wait, no. They have a lot of pride and no dignity.
Yes.
There you go. They have an absurd amount of pride and absolutely no dignity. That is a really bad combination. So, the problem with mainstream, besides that crap, the crap that is being pushed, is that they are operating on an outdated form. Yes, they are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So. But they had one problem.
Bum, bum,
They were
bum.
still old-fashioned folks. I can't say that word without it. I don't.
Your
folks.
Southern shows.
Folks, I just at the top of the rapidly shrinking comics industry. Writers occupying
Coveted.
Yes, coveted high-profile spots that the SJWs felt entitled to. Some of the problematic non-allies that were writing books like Iron Man, X-Man, the Batman titles.
Mm-hmm.
Man. These veteran warriors were actually conservative, right, or even Shintrist. No, most of the types had already been. Yeah, like. Anyway, so exactly how do you intimidate and harass writers like Scott Snyder, Colin Bunn, interesting name, Sean Murphy, and force them out of the top slots you want for yourself? You can't do it publicly. No, that's too risky. You would need to quietly plant seeds of discord. And okay, I disavow. This had nothing to do with me. Yeah, no, not me. That's somebody else. No, not me. Whisper rumors in the correct ears. One of the best representations of what they're doing in this comic book industry is actually found on Doctor Who, in the Tennant era. It's and I'm forgetting. It's 10, so it's David Tennant, and I think it was during the Martha era.
Why did you say that name?
So, oh my god. Eris has an accent. I have a slight accent. It comes out with certain words. It gets a lot more prominent when I go visit my grandparents. Okay. Really, guys?
So which?
Oh, it's the when he says, it's the prime minister. The prime minister did something, or it was the head of somebody. It was this woman that did something that he didn't like.
Don't you think she looks tired?
Yes,
Okay.
Where he just leans over to these two guys and just says, "Don't you think she looks tired?" And he walks away. It ended her political career. Him doing that ended her political career completely.
Yes, which the Ninth Doctor projected that she was going to lead Britain into like a second golden age or something like that, and then the Doctor immediately like ruined her career. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Well, there was a reason she did something.
I know.
It was like there was a reason because she was really good, but like
wasn't that Tennant's first episode? Because like the aliens were leaving.
I don't remember.
And she I think that's what happened. Like the alien ships were leaving, and then she ordered the nuclear weapons to fire, destroying them.
Yes, and he got really mad at that. He's like, They surrendered. You do not shoot your enemies when they have their backs turned and they've surrendered. No. So yeah, you couldn't put it.
I think she looks tired.
I think she looks tired. The secret word gets a makeover. Oh my goodness. Or it's Cometsgate. It's the primary weapon. That's so lame. This hashtag is our primary weapon. Like, oh. You sure?
Mm-hmm.
To help with their campaign, Cometsgate conservative became synonymous. It's not. Okay. I'm getting all the ads. It wants me to buy a new bed now. Stop it. But to target left-leaning people, this new extreme comic book left needs a new, more flexible weapon in their arsenal. They knew they couldn't threaten and intimidate the remaining non-woke grinders with the word Comicsgate, but perhaps with the rumors with enough rumors spreading, they could muddy the waters enough to make problems. So yeah, that's a good plan. That's a good plan. I don't think that could ever go possibly wrong or backfire on them, you know?
No, absolutely not.
They called out many writers at the top of Marvel and DC Comicsgate sympathizers. Wow. They're really just using certain tactics, aren't they?
Yep.
From a certain second, the prelude to a second World War. Yep. Certain European country.
Tactics that they accuse other people of doing all the time.
Yeah, it's like, dude, I think everybody kind of... We're not stupid. We can pick up a history book. We kind of know who's on the what side, you know? Mm-hmm. They said they were Comicsgate adjacent. I thought that was a meme. I thought Comicsgate adjacent was a meme.
No, I've seen people get accused of being Comicsgate adjacent. I've seen it.
Okay. If they've ever replied to the wrong person on Twitter or liked the wrong post, that's embarrassing. Oh, and you say that you denounce Comicsgate? Cute. You did what 2 times? Why not 3? I guess you're a Comicsgate apologist. That's like the people who are like, you every second of every day have not denounced white supremacy. You are a white supremacist.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, you know, when you say it like once, maybe even twice, it's like, I feel like I've said it enough times.
Right.
And I don't need to say any more about it. But, like, I guess because your ears haven't heard it at that precise moment, that makes me an evil person, whatever you want to call me today.
Yeah, and it's such a mean girl tactic. It's like, why isn't that enough?
Yeah. Maybe I'll drop your editor an email and let them know. Oh, okay. It's high school, and I dealt with bitches in high school, so I see these tactics. I get flashbacks to it. I'm just like, man, there is a way to fight it. You know, it's not one that comes naturally, because most people just want to ignore it. But you got to play the game with the right people. The game is you have to learn how to deal with grown adults with high school girl, mean girl, popular girl attitudes and mentalities.
Mm-hmm.
So it's... I am pretty well versed in it and how to deal with it, unfortunately. And fortunately, I guess. The extremists started casting a wide net using their new rumor campaign strategy both online and offline. Their mission to take food off tables backfired. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's the other thing about it. It's, you know, you're trying to destroy people's ability to make a living. What the hell is wrong with you? That is evil.
Yeah, I don't understand why. Yes, it was his full first episode. Oh, okay. All right. It was Tennant's first Christmas. Okay, all right. Sorry, just not looking at the
his first episode.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of Rose. Especially, like, the more she was on, the less I liked her. And then when she ruined Donna's arc, that pissed me off more than anything.
I'm not a fan of Rose either, to be honest.
No.
I liked her better with 9, to be honest.
Yeah. She just became too puppy doggy with Tennant, and then like at the end of 9, it was kind of cool. I just think she should have died at 9. I really do. I think she should have died there with 9. So
yeah,
gone out in like a hero way, you know, saved him instead of maybe vice versa, you know.
Well, it never made sense to me that. Okay, so
I'm the bad wolf.
She got all this energy from the TARDIS, and it was killing her. So the Doctor absorbed it to save her, but it killed him, even though he had it much less time than she did, even though he's a Time Lord and she's just a regular human.
No, she's a bad wolf, Josh. Woo.
Oh.
I was like, oh, that's cringe. Who came up with that?
Chris Persia, I agree. Donna was the best.
River Song's personally my favorite. No, you're not. You're not even close. But Donna was it was so refreshing because she just wanted to be his best friend. Mm-hmm. Basically. Martha, I think Martha, I felt really bad for because she was totally the rebound girl and she had to figure that out slowly on her own. And then she ended up with Mickey. 2 people that Rose completely fucking ruined the relationship of. So, ruined the potential relationship between Martha and the doctor, and then she completely dumped Mickey for the doctor.
Oh, Mickey, yeah.
God.
Mickey, she was terrible to Mickey.
Oh, God. Yeah, it was just like, I don't know how people can, like, look at Rose and Mickey's relationship and be like, that was fine. He's like, no, she was, like, abusive and neglectful and the worst girlfriend ever to Mickey. And if you as, like, I guess the doctor saw that, I just, why would you assume that she's going to treat you any better when somebody else catches her eye? You know?
I think it's also part of the, because the doctor's an alien, I think there's a part of him that kind of doesn't care.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, but why would you then pursue her romantically? Why would you be with her romantically after that? Like, that's like how she treated him was awful.
Like I think, like for the 9th Doctor, he didn't view it romantically for a while, not till like toward the end. Yeah,
and it was kind of out of the desperation.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Mickey. You know what I really wanted? I wanted the fucking Mickey and Martha story. Because all of a sudden, in Donna's era, all of a sudden, it's just like, Mickey and Martha are a power couple, and they are kicking ass and taking names, and they are amazing together. You know, it's just like, oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the companions that were like screwed over the most, they're given, you know, a relationship and they're badasses together. It's like, okay,
it's like,
that's nice to see. Anyway,
oh, just one last thing. Clara with Matt Smith, when she was just popping up everywhere, was fine. When she became the Impossible Girl, every second after that, she was awful.
And I thought Clara and 12 had better chemistry.
God, I will never ever forgive the BBC for what they did to Capaldi. That was evil.
Yeah,
that was not cool. River was never a companion. I know technically she's never, because 2 sociopaths are not allowed to be. There shouldn't be 2 sociopaths. You know, I know. I love River Song to death. If I had to pick a favorite companion, then yeah, it would be Donna, followed quickly, very shortly by Amy, Rory, and Martha.
I'm not a big fan of Amy either for the same reasons. Like, she treated Rory horribly.
No, Amy post that. I should be more specific.
Okay.
Amy post that nonsense. Like when
like, I broke up with you to save you. Wait, what? that whole like story arc that was resolved in like 1 episode. Well, why even bother with that?
Oh my god, and Captain Jack. I forgot Captain Jack is up there too. I love Captain Jack. Mm-hmm. I saw there was a fan made poster of like a spin-off series where you had Dr. Donna. So Donna kind of remembered what happened and like was able to handle it without dying. So you had Dr. Donna and her 2 companions with River Song and Captain Jack. And I was like, yes, I need this. I need this now.
Yes.
Anyway,
this is not a Doctor Who stream. We need to bring in Starry if we're going to do a Doctor Who stream.
Definitely. Okay, so this is the one we haven't never heard of. So 2018 saw an implosion of the Whisper network. So their Anto suddenly and surprisingly departed for an esports betting website. That is kind of like you go from Marvel to an esports.
She goes to the editor-in-chief of Marvel Comics to an esports betting website, and then went to be, or no, she wasn't editor-in-chief of Marvel. She was an editor at Marvel.
Yes.
Then went to an esports betting website, and then became the editor-in-chief of Valiant. It's like there's an odd midpoint there.
Yes. Let's see. Oh, and then Chuck Wendig exited Marvel Comics under controversial circumstances.
Yes. Chuck Wendig was writing G.I. Joe, okay? Yeah. And then made comments that basically Americans need to just get over 9/11. We need to stop acknowledging it at all and move on. This is the guy you have writing G.I. Joe. Shockingly, it didn't go well. People stopped buying G.I. Joe for some reason. I wonder why.
Yeah. How? I don't know what to say to that. I'm actually a bit blown away.
Yeah.
That's so stupid. I don't even. What a bad take. What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yep.
All right. Both parties continue to do damage. I would imagine.
Yeah.
Like after that, I would definitely imagine that they would do damage control.
Oh, hey, Podrace and Palpatine.
You wanna take this next paragraph? I haven't made you read yet. You must read now.
This is true. Are we on the top paragraph part?
Yes. Give me 1 second. Stop reading.
Okay. But were these events, which took place both in 2018, unrelated, or was there a link? A link not only to backstage bullies and rumor spreaders like Chuck and Heather, but also to key players within the Whisper Network? Was there a hidden connection between Zoe Quinn, Gail Simone, Tess Fowler, Alex DeCampi, Stephanie Cook, along with famously unprincipled tabloid journalists like Rich Johnson and Heidi McDonald and others? The answer is yes.
Find out more immediately. Yes.
Without knowing it, the creators of the original comic book Blacklist triggered something without even realizing it. They spurned the creation of a second Blacklist. Only this time, the list was aimed at them.
Okay.
And list number 2 is so well concealed, most of them don't know they're on it even to this day. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun.
Yes. We got. What's her name? What's the girl Iron Man name?
Ironheart. Are you talking about Pepper Potts' rescue? There's that's not the colors of rescue, but I guess that's Ironheart.
Well, no, this is the teen girl that is just as smart as Tony Stark and built her own Iron Man outfit. I think it's Ironheart, isn't it?
Ironheart was the black girl that had her Jarvis was Tony because he was the Iron Man debacle. Oh my goodness. Stop it. Stop trying to sell me things. The Secret Iron Man debacle 2017. Oh my god.
The origins of Blacklist number 2.
Dun dun dun. I recently spoke with a longtime high-level executive at Marvel Comics who I will give a gender-neutral name to protect their identity, Sam.
Hi, Sam.
Hello. Over the course of 2 hours, Sam treated me to incredible insight about the industry that I that even I hadn't heard about. The most interesting topic surrounded by someone being groomed to write Marvel's Iron Man title, the de facto leader of the Whisper Network, Alex DeCaprio.
Bum, bum, bum. Oh, God.
With the women. Yes, this was seriously being... Oh my god, I forgot that was your voice. You busy destroyed your vocal cord last time.
Did. Yeah, I will not be doing that because I plan on doing recording tomorrow, and I want my voice to be all right.
It's okay. Just do soy woman, and you should be fine.
Okay.
At least the female. Do we need to do we need to summon the Sarkeesian? Are you suggesting there was armored boobs?
Looking back up at it, yes, there does appear to be a boob slot for them.
There is, those are women. Oh my god, the women boobs. Oh no, and it's a more feminine figure and it's more women.
That is extremely sexist because she has a form that's suitable for a female, and that's like sexist against slender women.
The sexism against the women's.
Yes.
Thanks to Blacklist number 2. Okay, so oh god, we almost got Alex DeCampi writing Iron Man.
Yep.
Oh, that's funny. I just got a notification for EFAP saying that they're doing a complete breakdown of Zack Snyder's Justice League. Oh my god, that's funny.
I bet they'll go longer than ours. Just
guaranteed. Well, they also have super chats, so guaranteed.
That's true.
Yes,
that is true. And didn't you miss the first part? Oh wait, no, you didn't. Never mind. I was wrong.
There. Yeah, it was seriously being considered and was floated in a meeting. I love that idea. I love the idea of Alex DeCampi being the lead writer, like the person who is next up to do an Iron Man in a post MCU world. You know, Iron Man's a big deal now because of the MCU. So I love the idea that this woman with like no talent can do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very convinced by this image that she has the ability to write Iron Man. Who thought this picture was a good idea? Somebody thought this was a good idea, and I want to know who they were. This is terrible.
Yeah.
This is terrible.
So what is she doing with her hands in that picture? I don't get it. And oh god, what is that?
It's an ad for people trying to sell me things.
I know, but oh dear god.
They're trying to sell me things. One of DeCampi's allies, an executive whom she had a close relationship with, pushed this idea at Marvel. Alex DeCampi as the all-new female writer of Iron Man.
Why not just a writer for Iron Man? Get a good writer. Who cares?
You gotta. It's the women. This is most important. It's a women. Women more important. It's less important. This is not as important for this. And also, they just wanted to do the Iron Man joke.
I would argue the writer is the most important part. No. I don't care about the adjective that's next to it, as long as it's a good writer. That actually, remove female and put good writer. That's all I want. I don't care what they look like, who they sleep with, what their gender is, what their pronouns are. I do not give a shit. I just want a good writer for Iron Man.
But
women.
Look, so you have male, and that is the man, and then the periodic table symbol for iron is Fe.
Oh, that's true.
So, female, and
oh,
I solved it, guys. I solved the puzzle.
It's not just pointless virtue signaling.
No, there's reason.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
But that reason still has nothing to do with writing.
Shh.
Oh.
Shh. Shh. Okay, not only is it going to be a long, it's probably going to be into 2 parts. So, gotta run. Oh no,
Aw.
go lay down.
Take care, Mark.
Watch the movie Vertigo. Listen to the movie Vertigo while you have vertigo. No, is that an inappropriate joke?
I don't know. Either way, feel better, Mark.
Yes, feel better. Vertigo sucks. I've had it a few times. It absolutely sucks. I guess. Go sleep. Go sleep. Yeah, you have permission to sleep. There you go. But aren't the women supposed to give permission? Isn't that how this works? The women are the all-knowing, all-powerful.
Oh,
no?
Mark told you if that was an appropriate joke.
No. Oh my god. It wasn't inappropriate. I did it, guys. I made a non-inappropriate joke. Also known as an appropriate joke. Alright, I'm gonna get back to it. The concept was to grab headlines by adding a feminist twist to the oh Jesus Christ. Oh no. A feminist twist to the franchise with a fresh reboot and a female protagonist in the armor. So not Iron Man.
Right.
So she's not the leader on Iron Man then.
Right.
Right. Yeah, okay. Just wanted to clarify that. Unless Iron Man's using different pronouns that I'm just not aware of. But who better to write it as one of the loudest feminists in comics on comics Twitter? Excellent. When her name was dropped at this fateful meeting, all hell broke loose. Ooh, tea! Josh, tea. Are you ready? Do you want to read for Sam? Read for Sam. This is Sam.
I need a voice for Sam because Sam is the Marvel executive, right?
It's a gender neutral Marvel executive.
Okay.
And he's a good man. He's a good one.
Or she. It's a gender neutral name.
They are a good one.
Yes.
French gender neutral pronouns.
All hell broke loose.
Dun 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 dun. Now. And
bear in mind that Antos and Wendig were still at Marvel, and tensions in the office were high. Sam explained. Hateful rumors were spreading like a virus. Bullying was rampant, and everyone was scared for their jobs due to the environment Chuck and Heather had fostered along with their cliques.
the thought of the campy coming on board at Marvel Comics pushed reasonable people's sanity to the end. But Jesus Christ. What is this? What is this? The fuck? Verboten. We are verboten it today. What is verboten? Forbidden, especially by an authority. Oh, I should start using that word. I like that. He's been verboten on the Whisper Network for years. Stop whispering and start shouting.
Bum, bum, bum.
Don't you love it when your super secret club is just like announced on a public platform as it's existing? That'd be like the Illuminati getting a Twitter account.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? Why would you just lowering up? Oh no. Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately, talk of getting lawyers involved started circulating behind the scenes.
Everyone I spoke to was discussing options, Sam revealed. They were scared shitless. Or shitless.
Shitless.
The guys and gals were already walking on eggshells, but this new addition would have been chaos.
No. Again, disavowed. Disavowed. Though virtually unknown to the public, by 2017, Alex Akempi had already spent years trying to get people fired with rumors and planting fake stories. Oh no, I just read Sam.
Oh, okay. Moving on, then.
Oops. Especially by leveraging the infamously vicious tabloid site, Bleeding Cool. Oh no.
Oh, they're the best.
Yeah, my computer starts spazzing out when I go to their website. Like I can't do anything. It's almost kicked me off a stream before. It's like, no, that.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Oh yeah, I remember this. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, I remember reading about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was on one of our other streams.
Yes, it was.
Yes.
Yep, we went over that.
Yes. I need to make a playlist for these, so. The Campy is one of the greatest living comic book writers. I love that.
Yep.
I love that. Like, oh, she's so great for everyone and everything. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we covered this on a different stream. So
yep. Yeah, we did.
Just watch all of them. Watch all 3 previous streams. That's like 10 hours of stream. Just watch all 10 hours of that, and it should be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll find it. It's a scavenger hunt. Totally not a ploy to get me more watch time and more clicks and views. This is common knowledge in the industry and has been for a decade. If you're a fan who's been paying close attention, you'll probably wear this too. A few years ago, I was enjoying a pint with a. Oh my goodness, is this a pint? This is a non-American. Oh my god!
It comes in pints.
No one says pint in America. So. But the table of Marvel creators and spent an evening sharing our horror stories on Alex's attack campaigns. That's not good, where you can spend an entire evening covering someone's attack campaigns on everyone. Everyone Comics has at least one Alex tale. That's awful.
That sounds healthy.
This dude, apparently she vandalizes his personal Facebook page with accusations of sexism and racism, which doesn't mean anything anymore. Pros hilariously clapped back. She followed that up with by calling her own paying customers deadbeats and whiners. That is
I remember that.
Always a good thing to do.
Yep, I remember that.
Story about how she didn't believe Scott Snyder when he pledged not to abuse women. No, that was cringe.
Yeah,
I think I remember that.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That comic book. Basically, it was the comic book pros believe all women pledge or something like that, which was just ridiculous.
Yep. Stories or false accusation, personal accidents, go on and on. This is just from 2020 alone. Holy shit. More of her career highlights were exhaustively outed in my... Yes, I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
The Campy and her network have been tearing apart careers for almost a decade, with surprising effect to this, given her relatively low status within the industry. But the birth of the Campy Clause brought a lot of things. Ooh, the Campy Clause? Ooh. Tay. Take the wheel, Josh.
Okay.
Do it.
What was in the clause? Obviously, Santa. Anyway.
Chris was in the clause.
According to Sam, employees at Marvel didn't want to quit in protest, but if DeCampi was actually coming on board, they demanded assurances. They needed to know that they could work in a safe environment without the looming danger of social terrorism constantly hanging over their heads. Without worrying, they'd look at Alex the wrong way, and she'd leak all of their private correspondences to one of her media contacts out of spite, or vaguely accuse them of a sex crime or racial discrimination with the hope of getting them fired. So what exactly was the DeCampi Clause? Proposed amendments in their contracts ensuring that they would never have to work with Alex DeCampi or even be physically close to her at any time.
Holy shit. Imagine being that fucking toxic of a human being that they have to invent a whole clause so that basically a restraining order. Oh my god.
Which, if there was someone, say Gail Simone really doesn't like Ethan Van Sciver, instead of trying to cancel him and get him to, and so that no one would work with him again, why not just put that in your contract? I won't work with Ethan Van Sciver on any future projects. Just do that and keep your damn mouth shut.
Yeah, that's totally better, because I mean, I've had people that I don't really work well with in the past. It's like I'm not gonna work with them. Sorry. Right.
Yeah, it's such a mean girl thing to do.
Hilarious. Oh my god.
Okay.
Physics, including physically separated at convention appearance. Never being on the same time. Oh my god. Being separate hotels, overnighting combinations.
Wow.
You couldn't even, because companies will get a discount on like mass buying rooms at a hotel. For the most part.
Wow. So if you're sending a bunch of people to a convention and they need to rent out 2 locations, that's big.
Yeah.
They lose that discount.
They'll probably work with a traveling agency, but I would imagine you would work something out with a hotel if you were all staying in that one hotel. But now you have to do that with 2 hotels, so you're going to pay more. It's like wholesale or buying individual things, right?
Mm-hmm.
This included being so being separate hotel. That's amazing. Never having to appear on the same panel with her, making sure she was nowhere near them, their families, avoid any attacks that she'd become known for. More Sins fans, more stipulations tried. There are true rooms if you want to survive in the comic book industry. Oh, sorry, you. Oh. Yes.
There are 2 rules if you want to survive the comic book industry, Sam said, laughing between his sips of red wine. 1, stay the fuck away from Rich Johnson and his minions. 2, if Alex DeCampi texts you, emails you, or even mentions you on Twitter, call a fucking lawyer, because chances are you're eventually going to need it.
Oh my god. That's horrific.
I mean, that is just how toxic she is. It's amazing.
Yeah, she explained she isn't dangerous because of her contacts in the industry. She has very few fit into her actual legitimate creators. She's dangerous because of the partisan journalists. Yeah, she's dangerous because she has these fucking journalists in her pocket. Yeah, she has these journalists in their pocket and news sites. Go for us.
Oh. I need you to lower it because there's an apple over part of it. There we go.
We did it.
What fans don't realize is how tight these fuckers are. Do you like how I figured out how to pronounce an asterisk?
Yes, I did very good. Everyone applaud Josh. He did it. Yay, we did it, guys.
Yay. DeCampi is in constant contact with corrupt bloggers who give her books glowing praise and attack her enemies. Between Heidi McDonald, Grammy? I have no idea who that is.
I've never heard of
Grandma McMillan, Caitlin Rosenberg, Asher Ablin.
No, not Rosenberg. It's Rosberg.
Rosberg.
Caitlin
Rosberg, Asher Ablin. They are all in the extended network. If Alex wants to fuck you over, she loops her goons in, and before you know what you're getting smeared, you're getting smeared. It's a well-oiled machine.
Oh my goodness.
Want to spot a corrupt journalist from a mile away? Sam added. Easy. Check Twitter and see who retweets Alex DeCampi. That is a big fucking red flag right there. If they're using her as a source, watch your ass, because they're dangerous.
Oh my goodness.
More at 11.
Oh, it saves at the 11th hour. Ah, perfect. Ultimately, the fear of having DeCampi anywhere near Marvel Comics eventually got to be too much for too many folks. God, fucking word. So the idea was nixed by the upper management. Now the infamous DeCampi clause has many privately discussed adding to their contracts was deemed to be no longer necessary. Everyone breathed a sigh of relief.
Yay.
Yay, instead of Iron Man, Iron Man will be written. Oh. So instead of this headline, they were able. Oh, yay!
Yeah, I remember that.
I'm so proud of y'all for hiring this woman because she's a woman and she was born black. Am I supposed to cheer because her parents had enough like African American in them to make her black? Am I supposed to cheer?
The teen genius and superhero Riri Williams will be written by a black woman for the first time. Oh. No one cares, but okay.
Is she any good? That's really what I care about. Eve L. Ewing.
As a sociologist of education whose research is focused on racism.
That's the comic book writer. Oh my god.
Oh god.
Yeah, we're not allowed to hire based on merit or even writers with fan bases or even having fictional experience at all. No, the sociology has taken such a hit because of this SJW shit. Ugh. Despite utterly skepticism, the Ewing, I keep wanting to say Ewok, Ewing hire turned out to be decided to be a very shrewd business decision for Marvel. The media swooned, the writing was serviceable, and it kept the company from suffering through what was
Oh. I have it here. I have to scroll down a little bit.
Why? Streamer kicked me out again. Streamer kicked me out again. Why? That's just rude.
The writing was serviceable, and it kept the company from suffering through what was poised to be a DeCampi-related HR nightmare, one that could have easily exploded into a legal nightmare. How could DeCampi have retaliated against such a boss move?
Oh, she couldn't because she's white.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, basically they used her own tactics against her.
Ha! Oh, I like the social terrorist. The terrorist. Social terrorist.
Mm-hmm. When the word first got around in 2017 that employees were terrified at the notion of having to interact with a social terrorist like DeCampi, it opened the floodgates. Suddenly, everyone was whispering about the many toxic personalities within Marvel and how some of them were spending a disproportionate amount of time not creating compelling stories, but trying to figure out how to end the careers of their coworkers.
Oh my god, they became self-aware. Guys.
Mm-hmm. Heather Antost, senior editor at Valiant and Image, previously Marvel, Star Wars, Disney, creator of Signal Boost Sunday, mental health advocate.
Yeah.
She, her. Of course she has her pronouns in her damn
pronouns in the bio because that's a goodism. That's what that is. God, that's funny.
Oh, that's right.
She to be born Jewish peace. Choose racial.
That's right. She did. She. Even though it has nothing to do with her, she.
Oh.
The whole Gina Carano thing.
Okay.
And isn't she doing exactly what she accused Gina Carano of doing?
No. It's only bad when people she doesn't agree with do it.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And again, not wanting to go down that Gina Carano rabbit hole, but that's not what she said. If people had a brain, you would know that.
All she said, this is it. is she compared to the blacklisting of Republicans in Hollywood and like just in the mainstream in general to what the Nazis started doing with the Jewish people. It was a bit extreme. I probably would have, if I was her friend, I probably would have advised her against it. But that being said, that is all she did.
Mm-hmm. She was pointing out the warning signs.
Nothing less. That is all she did. You know, that's it. I don't. Anything people try to add on more than that is bullshit, because that is all that happened.
Mm-hmm.
So she was kind of trolling them, and it did backfire on her, but then it ended up backfiring on everybody else, because now, like, everyone knows who she is now.
Mm-hmm.
She has more fame than ever before in her career. And she has a movie deal. So, and she doesn't have to worry about being fired from that. Unless she does something like really bad, but.
Oh my God, look at that ratio.
Oof. I've seen worse, but oof. Yeah,
no one's mentioning that.
I didn't do it that time. So, oh my God. Chris. Yeah, no, I just don't. I think people kind of blew it out of proportion, and definitely her getting fired was blowing it out of proportion. That was such a, like,
mm-hmm.
You know, you see when you're at the grocery store and you see those, like, candies and those mints, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's an impulse buy. Well, what they did with Gina was an impulse fire. Like, Disney was so panicked about what these people that don't even buy their shit think of them on Twitter. Mm-hmm. They fired her. And apparently fired her so quickly and abruptly that Gina found out on Twitter that she had been fired.
Right.
Like, way to go. That's like the least professional thing I've ever heard, is somebody finds out that they no longer have a job via Twitter, and not because somebody called them in, and, you know, it's just, mm-hmm. Wow.
And I like Penny Parker's note here at the bottom. Valiant editor and mental health advocate celebrating Gina Carano's cancellation and calling half of America Yahtzees.
Yeah, I just
like, yep, mental health advocate. Yet, you know, 74 million people are Yahtzees. Okay,
I'm just saying, like, these two are not even remotely correlated.
No, they're not.
No, because you can be on the other side and be one.
Yes, you can.
Like, really? You think it was just like, I don't, like, what? In fact, they were their own political party, so they're not even. You can even compare them with any other party, because they're their own political party. It's what that word stands for.
Mm-hmm.
Is that that's the English translation of it, but like the actual, like, that's technically, what is that, an anagram, or like. Right? That's an anagram where, like, each letter stands for something else. Pretty sure.
Yes, I think
and so, like, this is, like, how, what is it? The National something Socialist something. I can't remember exactly what it was called, but it's an anagram. So it's its own political party. So comparing an American party to this other separate party it's not the same at all. Like, you can compare a socialist party from, like, Russia to a socialist party in America, because they're literally going under the same descriptor of the party, right?
Yes.
And, like, the values and what those two parties represent are the same. You cannot compare the Republicans and the Nazis as the same party, because they do not share the same beliefs. They're not the same party because they do not share the same beliefs at all. Mm-hmm. So it's a ridiculous notion. It's just people think that you can just throw this word on anything and everyone. It's
lost meaning. It really has.
It's literally just like salt and pepper. They're just throwing all this shit, seasoning it on everything, and they think that
and I'm sorry.
Oh, it's ketchup. It's ketchup. You throw enough of it on a steak, the steak no longer has any flavor.
Mm-hmm.
And
it is extremely demeaning and insulting to the people who lived through Nazi Germany and suffered because of it.
Mm-hmm.
To compare an American political party that you disagree with people who literally committed war crimes.
Yeah. I'd have to actually go in and look at that. I know for a fact they didn't share that too. Yeah. Technically.
That's true.
Yeah. It's just kind of like, guys, like, you can't just throw a name on something with no concept of what that thing is.
Right.
You're just like, oh, that's a bad word. Let me just sprinkle out on everything and insult you with that. But it's like calling the Virgin Mary a whore. Okay, you have used that insult, but it doesn't match the person you are describing that as.
Mm-hmm.
You can't literally can't describe that as that person to that person. So if someone is not a Nazi, then you shouldn't describe someone who isn't a Nazi.
Right.
You say that enough times, it's going to lose meaning, and then it doesn't matter anymore if you describe that person, or if there's a real person out there that's a Nazi. It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
We have like 45 minutes. I knew this was that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Bullying, intimidation, rumor spreading were simply accepted before the Decampia Clause. Yeah, I don't know who came up with this, but brilliant move. Were commonplace in the Wendig Antis era. Now this behavior was being discussed at all levels. And less than a year later, not coincidentally, Chuck and Heather made their embarrassing exits. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, beautiful.
Okay, so they were divided into two categories. Soft blacklisted, soon to be, but oh, see, they did it. They did what I said. I'm telling you, though, they need to be color coordinated. And they just needed to be color coordinated. The soft blacklist. Those are technically 3. Oh, it's not. Hold on. The ones that were soft blacklisted for their past and continuing antics, and the ones that was soon to be blacklisted but don't know it yet. That's creepy.
Yeah.
I hope I get canceled like J.K. Rowling someday, so I can also get a AAA video game and a major television series, and I can watch in my fucking English estate. Ways to make this show less. What show? There's a show?
I have no idea.
When did Harry Potter become a TV show? J.K. has an aneurysm and oh, Jesus. Yeah, wishing actual death upon somebody is kind of...
And, just want to throw this out there. She does not care.
Oh, J.K. Rowling?
Yeah. She doesn't care. She's too rich.
J.K. Rowling...
I love the weirdos that are like, I love Harry Potter, but I don't want to support J.K. Rowling. Is there a way that she cannot get paid for my purchasing it? No, there is not.
Yes, there is. You just don't do it legally. Somebody would have to upload everything online so that you could read it for free and watch it for free. Piracy is your answer to that question. How can I?
But they want to support Harry Potter because they love it.
Oh, well then, no, there's no
problem.
way. Well, okay, then third-party websites and things sold on Amazon that aren't official are like will not. The money
But
won't go back to her. Secondhand. That's what you're. Yeah. That's how you would have to do that in order to support the franchise of Harry Potter. But if you don't support the original IP creator, then that franchise will eventually die.
Yep.
So, just okay.
Good job.
There are ways to do it, but long term, it doesn't really benefit anybody.
Right.
Publicly fantasizing about the death of others. Oh, just a normal Tuesday. Just fantasizing about the death of others. Publicly, launching campaigns to financially destroy companies that you have a petty grudge against. Jesus Christ! It blows me away every single time. It is high school. To be seen not just as professional, but dangerous and malicious. Now it is commonplace and accepted, and reliably getting applause and that everyone to clap. Yes, clap.
Yeah, I've been on Twitter for about 2 weeks now, and yeah, I didn't forget. It's just reconfirmed how much I despise Twitter.
Yeah. I just.
Oh, Chris Persia has a PSA for you to read.
Ooh, you have a PSA? Say the captain does not condone Tortuga, but believes everyone has the right to purchase secondhand copy. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, that is the way to do it. If you want to support Harry Potter, but you do not want to support the creator, then you buy through secondhand companies. But I was saying, like, if you wanted to watch it and read it, you would have to pirate it if you didn't want to support either. But if you're looking to support the IP, but not the creator of the IP, you buy it through secondhand. No, I was just explaining like how you would. Well, not explaining, but I was thinking through how you would be able to do that.
Well, I think he was joking because you publicly mentioned piracy.
No, well, I mean, it's yeah.
Our lawyers have advised us that is wrong. I think he was making that kind of joke.
No, piracy isn't the best. Obviously, piracy isn't the best thing. But to complain on Twitter about that, it's like it took me 5 seconds to think through how you would be able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what people are doing. Hell, like what people are doing with Star Wars. Hey, you want to buy the Star Wars figurine? Like I for Christmas got this Black Series Darth Vader action figure. It's the hyper realistic version too. It's like different hands and stuff and whatever. And I wanted to get it, but like I didn't want to go through.
Pixar didn't have it.
Okay, I'll take pictures. I'll take pictures. Oh, no problem. It's still in the box because I haven't gotten it out, but I don't know if I want to get it out. So.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you want something and you're kind of also like collecting it, but you also kind of want to play with it because it's a toy, get 2.
Yep. Yeah, I know. But I wasn't going to ask for 2 of them for Christmas. So. Let's see. These Twitter actions aren't no, because there's something called archiving.
Yep.
And
the internet is forever.
I think I heard that Twitter keeps archives of all tweets and interactions and accounts until 7 years have gone by. I think that's what I heard. But that is just me vaguely remembering something I was told in college by somebody else, by like a classmate. So that's not really backed up with
That's reliable.
That's not really a reliable source, but yeah, it just came to me. Anyway, whatever. Throwing a digital Molotov cocktail. I'm using this. Digital Molotov cocktail. I like that phrase. Watching it burn might score points on anger
Twitterati.
Whatever. The same Twitterati. That just sounds wrong. Twitterati. The sane business owners are not usually impressed. No.
Hi, Stephanie Cook.
Hi. I appreciate the purple background with that accents, your purple thing on your shirt. Those are called flowers. I don't know why I call them things. Flowers on your shirt. I appreciate that.
When is Kickstarter going to make a policy so that big corporations and companies aren't allowed to crowdfund on their platform? This is directly taking away from indie creators that actually need it.
Oh my god. I think we just broke the sound barrier. Holy
Yeah, I believe if I remember, this is in response to the Boom Studios crowdfunding Keanu Reeves book, Berserker.
Oh,
Which again, when I went to my local comic book shop, it was sold out. I have it on order.
oh my goodness.
It sold out that much, so they have to get another printing.
Accused of felony embezzlement. I remember this now. Yeah, felony embezzlement, goes into hiding and locks her Twitter account, then reopens the account. Her first order of business is try and tortuously interfere with the contract between Kickstarter and Boom Studios. Nice.
Yep.
Good job. You don't need to look further than the recent Agents of Chaos. Okay, again, disavow. What became of their careers after this is somebody else, not me. What became of their careers after they went too far in their constant attacks and online I almost said online temper tantrums. But yeah, whatever. Ask yourself, where is Zoe Quinn's new comic books? She has a new Zoe. What?
Well, no, she was supposed to, and then hasn't done anything.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Mm-hmm.
Why isn't Andy
Curie
editing at DC anymore? Yep, what happened?
He was one of the many people that was let go recently.
And I mentally read this as Vags Mustachio. So apparently my slight dyslexia is in full swing today. Where is Kelly Sue DeConnick's new book? I don't know. Oh.
Yeah. Yep. If you don't like my politics, don't buy my book. Well, no one did.
Really fun at parties. Like, really fun at parties.
Or doesn't she look like she would be so much fun to hang around?
Uh-huh. So
she doesn't look like a mean, lonely person at all, does she?
Mean old bitch. No, not at all. Oh, no. Oh, you gotta figure out how to pronounce this one. we got that one.
Yay.
Go forth. You shall read things.
But they had abysmal sales, you're probably thinking, which is true.
Uh-huh. Yes.
What's also true is that they're on the list. Although no one in comics is hired based on talent or marketability or even numbers anymore, as mentioned above, that philosophy went by the wayside years ago. But take notice of how even industry bloggers who lean towards extremism are being slowly and quietly weeded out recently.
Okay.
Rich and Heidi's good buddy Grandma McMillan, I'm just going to say it that way.
Grandma McMillan. Oh my God.
Just got outed from the Hollywood Report. Damn.
Oof.
Well, Grandma has done his trash talking.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, Grandma has done most of his trash talking privately. It's no secret. Oh, it's no secret. He loves to spread rumors and do as much damage as possible, says Sam. And this is confirmed according to many insiders.
Oh my God.
Okay, Grandma. As they say, some personal news. Today's my last day as a regular at THR's Heat Division. I'm going to very much miss it, and the plan is that I'll still be contributing in the future in some form, so I'm not gone entirely. And the opportunities it afforded me for so long. How come I don't have any grandchildren?
Nobody wanted to mate with you. He's also, he's a sip for Alex. Oh no. Oh my god.
Final thoughts. The lunatics of today addicted to those
Sorry, there's
trying
an
to read it.
apple. I tried to frame it so the apple wasn't there. Did it? Okay,
All right.
go for it.
Final thoughts. The lunatics of today, addicted to those retreats, will see their careers quietly sunsetted tomorrow. And the irony, as they laugh while trying to destroy the careers of others, they don't realize they've been covertly added to the blacklist number 2, and they'll likely never be told about it. I suppose they'll know if they're reading Bleeding Fool. Good.
Well, what? I don't know if they would actually, but they read
Yeah.
Bleeding Fool.
Here's the bottom line, Sam added. The second blacklist gets brought up in terms of these proposed clauses. When enough concerned employees ask for a Fowler clause, or a Mags clause, or a Joe Glass clause, or a Stephanie Cook clause, decisions have to be made. Do you protect your team from bullying, threats, and harassment? Or hire one of these goons and roll the dice? As that point, you're pretty much lighting the Molotov cocktail yourself and waiting for them to toss it.
Oh my god. Sam's intense. More soon. We're almost done. Oh my god, we were actually going to do it. I didn't know if we were going to do it.
I told you it was a relatively short article.
We did. We were about to do it. Guys, oh my god. Hold on. Wait. Okay, fair enough. Also, I don't like this much room between. I don't like that. There's a lot of nice space here. I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
I feel like just having like one less would be fine.
It reminds me of like college when I'm trying to like cheat with how like for the paper length. It's like
Yeah.
there we go. See, I'm at what? It's 10 pages. What? I don't care that. What do you mean I can't use 72 font size?
You may be asking, will the pendulum ever swing back the other way? Will Marvel ever return to the Denny O'Neil classical liberal days when Chuck Dixon and Mike Barron could write for the company without being harassed or threatened? No. I'm a firm believer of no.
Probably not.
That remains to be seen, but ideally a more neutral and centrist direction would be healthier for everything.
It really would be.
Not just for comics. That would be healthier for everything. So, I don't... for both employee morale and the comic book customers, when the industry desperately needs one back. Well, in the mainstream industry, I don't see that happening. In the Indiegogo Comicsgate shit,
it's not going away.
it's not. It's only going to grow.
Yep. I've mentioned before, I'm writing my own comic book. And I have ideas for more. I need to find an artist, and this won't happen for a long time, but I'm writing my own comic book.
Oh my goodness. What's it about?
One is basically Greek mythology in space.
Does Eris make a she'll make, you'll see like a little blob figure like behind a moon. That'll be me. I got like fucking like drifting toward the sun. I got airlocked out into space. That's my cameo. It's like an airlocked out into space.
Okay, well now I need to make that happen.
Yeah. Just poof.
That one's actually kind of on the back burner, but there are other ideas.
Oh my God.
The main one being basically what my idea of a Star Trek show would be. And then, wait, why am I writing for Star Trek when I can just change some things around and make it my own? That's the current one.
Nice. So So basically, they played themselves.
Essentially, yes. That they were so toxic and so horrible to work with that people in the industry were actually writing clauses in their contracts. You do that, and if enough people do that, they're gonna stop getting hired.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big believer that, like, especially in American culture, like, eventually, it might take some time, but eventually, people won't put up with your shit anymore. The majority of people, there are some that will be like bootlickers and ass kissers, and
Of course, that's always going to happen.
You know, and yes men, and but there are others that, majority of others that won't do that. So, yeah. Anyway. So we did it. We have stopped. Not stopped. We're still live. Oh my god. Yeah. That we
Don't
did
cancel
it.
yourself
We
again.
finished. We finished. Yeah. Well. Oh, that's it. I ain't got anything else. Batwoman. Batwoman on Monday. My birthday's on Monday too. I get Batwoman for my birthday.
Oh, that's special.
I get Batwoman for my birthday.
So you get to review the new Kate Kane, right?
Yes, I've been keeping up, and I know that. And yeah, I still think it's funny. I think it's funny that they're they couldn't even get Ruby Rose to come back.
Apparently, she said she was willing to, and they were like, "Yeah, no."
Yeah, no. I hope she's just as bad as Ruby Rose was on the show. I'm hoping.
No, it will be disappointing if they have
If she was competent.
If they have like a decent if they cast the right actress for the role.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Be as bland as possible. That's what we want to see.
Yes.
We don't want this show to see anything that's amazing. We want the ridiculously stupid.
Yeah. But yes, and so that's Monday, Tuesday roundtable. And
Whose
next
channel is it on?
I don't know.
Okay.
Actually, I actually don't know because I don't remember.
Is it Pat Stevens?
No,
Or is it
might be
Clobby?
back.
Oh, no, it was on Clobby not too long ago.
So
might be Pat Stevens.
No, he already went. Pat Stevens goes before me, and this time Clobberin went before me because it was
Mark.
About Mark. Yeah. So
So it might be on Loki's.
It might be on Loki's. I don't remember. I don't know these things. I just show up and do things. That's what I do. I just show up and I talk smack and occasionally get booted and muted. Sometimes I say intelligent commentary and I make a joke that lands. Yeah, that's my job.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I don't remember. So
I was morbidly curious to actually pick up an issue of the Children of the Atom just to see how bad it was.
Oh no.
But when I was at the comic book shop this week, I was like, yeah, no.
Not even worth it.
I mean, Daywalker. You're not even trying with that name.
No, but it's funny.
And, Nightcrawler's my favorite member of the X-Men. So that was kind of really?
Ooh, that one hurt you.
That one kind of hurt.
Yeah, I'm not a huge X-Men fan. I would have to say if my favorite would be Storm because I think she's awesome. I just like
Storm's ridiculously powerful.
I love the idea, like just the things she could do and the potential is just amazing. I love her. Like I'd have to say that was like the only character I really had a whole lot of interest in. And then
I've always had a fondness for Rogue as well. You know, the fact that she's an extrovert that can't touch anyone. I think that's tragic, and it's beautifully tragic.
Oh yes, I forgot. Yes.
Yeah, not the more recent versions of Rogue where you're like, oh well, she has the white streak in her hair, so she must be goth. No.
Oh,
if you actually read the books, she's very much an extrovert. She loves being around people.
Ew.
So to make her someone who can't touch people without hurting them is beautifully tragic.
That's interesting. I like Rogue because she takes away Captain Marvel's powers.
Well, there's that too. And
Aegon, woman.
oh my god, the voice. Oh, what was her name? I forget the actress who voiced her on the X-Men animated series back from the early '90s. She was perfect. That is my favorite version of Rogue. She has the Miss Marvel powers, and yet that woman like perfectly nailed Rogue's badass attitude with that Southern Belle charm. It's like, oh, she was beautiful.
Nice. And next week we have that one thing that we've been planning.
Yes, that'll be fun.
Yes. What's the?
I'll simply say, it's Star Wars related, guys.
Yeah, we have to watch some movies.
Plural, yes.
Should be fun. But that's our little sneak preview for next week.
Yes.
So, ta-da! What do you got going on? What is?
I've been mentioning it for a little while, but I actually have not had time to do any recording. But I do plan on. But I've gathered a bunch of like short little stories that I plan to record and just try to release them while we're working on the book. And we're also upgrading. Because I've been doing all this on just my own little laptop, and we're upgrading to like an actual computer that can handle the processing power it needs.
Are you suggesting that the laptop I'm currently on is going to be inferior to your new PC? Are you being computerist?
Yes, and I certainly hope that people will not have to listen to my laptop's whir anymore from the cooling fan. I don't know if you can hear it, because I can hear it right now. It's
No, I don't. I can't hear it at the moment. Did you call him a Daywalker? Oh, it's Daycrawler. You gave him a cooler name. You gave him the Blade name.
Oh, that's right. Did I say Daywalker? I meant,
I don't remember.
It's Daycrawler.
I was just thinking of Daymare. Instead of Nightmare. I gotta say, like, if you're gonna have a really cringe, like, very, like, teenage angst anti-hero, that is the perfect name for him. Like, Damien. That's Damien's new superhero name. There you go. Damian Wayne's new superhero name is Daymare.
A vampire vigilante that's out against crime during the daylight.
Yeah, he only works in broad daylight.
Yes.
He doesn't work at night at all.
Under the cover of broad daylight comes Daywalker.
It's amazing. Well, I have stuff to do. You have stuff to do.
Yes.
So I will see y'all Monday, I guess. Yay!
Yay!
Y'all have a good one. Y'all be good. There you go. That's my new exit phrase. Y'all be good. That wasn't cringe. No.
Solid.
Y'all be good.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.